In this devlog, I tried to fix combat, but ended up breaking the balance of the cards. The damage system stopped making sense, energy got confusing, but now I have a nice way to create powerful enemies, and it all started with a silly idea. Alright friends, let's talk combat. You know that satisfying feeling when you do a powerful attack and your character delivers this devastating blow? Yeah, I thought let's not do that. Instead, I had this silly idea to just stack all the damage and then release it in one strike at the end of the round. I thought I was smart, but it never felt great. Or even good. There were no response to your attacks, so the game lost all rhythm. After pretending that was fine for way too long, I finally gave up on it. Now, you attack when you attack. What a novel idea, I know. Best part, I could finally add proper attack animations. So I made 3 types. Normal, quick, and heavy. I'm not great at animating yet, but hey, practice makes perfect. Oh, and when you defend, you actually defend now. So this made combat feel so much better, but it came with a cost. I completely broke my damage balance. Before, you attacked once per round, so when I added 4 damage from my hammer, that was just 4 damage. But now you can attack multiple times, and suddenly that 4 damage is getting out of control. And armor, it used to block once per round, now it can block every hit. So yeah, I got some problems. I stared at the screen for a while trying and failing to come up with a satisfying way to fix it. Should I add more math? Should I rework every card? Should I just try? I tried all 3 of them. And while doing this, I felt that I did not have enough problems, so I started thinking about actions. Right now, all the action use cooldowns, but I had this idea to maybe add some action points or something, except I already have energy for the cards. So now I'm asking myself, why do I want both energy and action points? And I'm not sure, but I like the idea of a basic action, a basic attack and defend action that are always available. And if they are always available, I need to limit them somehow. That means action points might actually make sense. And imagine if I create cards that can give you more action points. You can create a deck that feeds you action points, so you can do cool things with your actions. And maybe you can find some epic armor that gives you an extra action point. I love it! It does start to smell a bit like scope creep. Arimus, please put me on the Scope Creepers podcast. So I made some room for the actions in the action bar by making it a bit wider and then putting the action points in the middle. And now combat feels more strategic. Do I want to use the basic defend action or draw a card or some other action? Do you remember my balance problem from before with the hammer? It's time to deal with it. If I keep adding flat damage to cards, everything breaks. The main problem is, if I add the same amount of damage to all cards, 0-cost cards will be the only cards that you will ever want. So I needed a smarter system. The solution? Cards no longer deal fixed damage. Instead, they deal a percentage of your character's base damage. Simple idea, but it changes so much. Now, a normal 1-cost card deal 100% of your character's damage, a 2-cost card 180%, a 0-cost card 60%, and the rest I will figure out later. And yeah, I will do the same thing with the defense. And with that, cards are now tied to your growth as a character. Feels more like an RPG instead of a Slay the Spire clone. And rare cards? They can break the rules, because, well, Draco Malfoy said it best.
You'll soon find out that some
Cards!
better than others, Potter.
Go find new amazing cards and make friends with them. Of course, I couldn't leave enemies behind. I added actions to them as well, but they work on the old cooldown system. And now I can finally make real enemies with multiple attacks that synergizes with their decks that will devastate you. What? Do you think I'm making an easy game? Ha! My friend, I'm the one creating this game, and I like hard games, like super hard games. Okay, maybe that was a bit too much. I promise I will maybe make a story mode too, for players who want a more peaceful experience of the world of Kadal. So yeah, I fixed combat, broke the balance, rebuilt the systems, and the game feels better than ever. In the next devlog, quest and the intro tutorial. Join the Discord, drop a like and tell me, how would you balance multiple attacks and action points? See you in the next one.